Evening people, welcome back to the channel. Let me just make sure everything's working. That's what I want, and that's what I want. Get that fired up. P Gibb, evening mate, how you doing? Good luck tonight. So round 10, even though on screen it does say round 12. I'm lying to you. So it's round 10. It's the endurance tonight, and we are at Goodwood again. We were there last night in the Ford Focus. It's a tricky circuit, plenty of area to run off. Alright, so we're into the qualifier. So a 50-minute quali, and then a 50-minute race. CRT Carrington, evening mate. Yeah, back to Goodwood again. Finals tonight of the minis. See how everyone gets on. As you well know, awkward track this one. Picking up a bit of damage in race 1 last night, Carrington in the new Focus League. Seeing race 1 out in the pits, I believe. What did you do? Fifth in race 2? Fifth, was it? So yes, this is the finals, the 50-minute enduro from an awkward Goodwood. Let me just pull up some bits and bobs points-wise. Where are they all gone? Okay. Blimey. Right. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. I think. 1 second, let me just check this out, people. I'm not sure if I've got the right screen grab there. Right, that's got me thinking. I've got to think of another way of getting that. We're in. It's not on there. Right. Let's get ourselves on track. Oh, not exit, but let's not do that. Starting the hot laps then. Pajonsky first one out on track. Second in second race. Ah, okay. That's great. Big darksmoka smashed down the side of your car there, Pajonsky. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. And on the rear, look at that. Not one on the front though. Bit disappointed now. I'll let you off though. That's looking pretty good. So Luke Doherty also seeing a few laps around at Goodwood last night. Not seeing race 1. Saw race 2. Not sure whether he got kicked out of the lobby or whether he just got stuck on the grid. But RA320's all wrong in the background. Right, drivers coming through now then. Pajonsky at the minute still holding top spot. Still 2 drivers left to come through. One in the pits. One across the line now, P. Gibb. Race winner from race 2 last week. So he will be carrying extra weight over from that. Hurt him, but it's not hurting him that much in qualifying already. 121.223 then for P. Gibb. Pajonsky pushed down into second, 121.6. RA320 third. was Rob Scott we saw going wide in the purple car. 121.8 for RA320. Bigsy in 4th, 122.1. Luke Doherty now 5th, 122.1. So Luke always doing well in the sprint races in the 2-race format. Doesn't get on so well with a bit of tyre wear. He does go quicker there though. Chucks himself into 4th, 122.9. In front of Bigsy, chucks himself in the pits. Rob Scott 6th, 122.2. Zach Blackwell coming in the pits as well. Some fresh rubber, 122.4 for him. 7th. Dan KBL 122.4. Boys changed their liveries tonight by the looks of it, some people. Graham Reed's in 9th. Thunderrat in 10th. Sorry, I didn't even read out Graham Reed's time. He's off track at the minute. He's no hot lap on screen. Thunderrat on a 123.9. Not swapped liveries. That's the corner. This is the corner you'll see everyone go flying off. Hail Mary or St Mary. Cutler in 11th, 124.5 for Cutler. Weiss in 12th, 129.9. And D-Dot in 13th, so 126.0, but he's picked up a penalty for that one, so it doesn't count. Still leading then, P. Gibb. He's going to get a bit of a toe off. Is that in front? Is that Graham Reed's just in front of him? Yes, it was. Okay, so I've got Cutler actually going quicker overall. 120.769. Also racing here last night in the Focus. I got a little punch up with Luke Doherty at points. Luke Doherty vowing revenge. Okay, let's go on for a lap. So we go into Madgwick. It's a long sweeping right-hander. Again, you can just see there's plenty of grass. Go and visit all those plains if you really want. Might help you race out. So, through Ford Water. Down towards the infamous St Mary's. Coming in here full speed, you've got to sling the weight of the car over to the left. Oh, you can see just how loose they become. It gathers it back up down towards Lavark. And down the straight towards Woodcote. So there's not really a lot to it, but it is an awkward track, is Goodwood. These long sweeping corners. Drivers trying to run side by side through there. Running out wide, just as Weiss does, into the final chicane then. Onto this start-finish straight. What does Weiss put in? What's his time? 121.3. Okay, chucks himself up into 3rd. He'll be happy with that. And for some reason, we end up in Thunderrat. Cutler still leads the way on that 120.7. Gibb in the pits. Weiss we've just been on board with, sticking in that 121.3 for 3rd. There you go. Weiss just keeping it on the black stuff there. Thunderrat also up into 4th, 121.5. Johnski all the way down to 5th now, 121.6 for him. Let's see what he's got as he comes across the line. Still 5th, it's his quickest lap, but keeps him in 5th. Thunderrat 6th. Or has he just jumped Thunderrat? I think he has. Zach coming in for another set of tyres. Still got 6 minutes to play with. Aha! Issues in the pits. We've got some shenanigans. Why? Why are you doing that, drivers? It doesn't necessarily mean they're actually doing that. They could be quite happily plodding around the track for all I know. Lobby glitches like this do happen. I think it was Graham Reed's in 12th. Oh no, it wasn't. Who was it? D-Dot? Oh, yeah, it's RA320 and P Gibb if anyone. The two people with a great big P next to the name, look. 9th and 3rd. So 5 minutes of qualifying remaining. Can anyone? Oh, yes, they can. Luke Doherty just going through for a 120.4. He's gone pretty quick on that next lap as well, 120.5, but beating it on the previous lap, lap 6, 120.4 for him then. Racing super softs. Cutler in second, quarter of a second back. My mouth. Dan KBL then going quicker, 120.585. Only a tenth behind Luke. He's taking that second place off Cutler, pushing him down to second row on the grid. Still shenanigans kicking off in the pits. Really tell you whether P. Gibb and Rob Scott are in 5th or 6th. Like I say, lobby glitches can cause all sorts of issues. It could be the same thing for Rob Scott here. He might just be sitting this one out. So Thunder at 7th. Weiss. Ooh, where are you going, Weiss? It's Hail Mary for certain. There you go. That's how far off track he was. Will he be able to get back out if it's be a lobby glitch? We've had. Oh no, he's back out. Fresh racing mediums then for Luke. Drivers off in the background all over the place. That is Zach and D-Dot, I think. So Dan KBL up into second. Thunderak goes quicker again, 120.617. Pushes Cutler down another spot. He's picked up a little bit of damage. He's on the super softs though. Oh dear. P. Gibb. That's not a good look at all. D-Dot with a great big dent in the rear. 6th position, 120.898. So just going quicker there on lap 8. In 7th, 120.937. Rob Scott just in front of him, but behind him on track on the grid positions, 120.290. So 121.290. Weiss then all the way down into 9th, 121.302. John's gone down another position into 10th. Involved. That's a good point. So Zach taking on a chunk of fuel just to try and get a quick lap in. Maybe taking on a little bit too much there. He has only got a minute and a quarter. It will be a minute really. Might not even see a quick lap. battling it is for those minis coming through Hail Mary. Doherty though, still leading this one, still holding that 10th over Dan KBL. He's not going to go quicker this lap. Ghosting out. Where's Dan? Dan's still on a hot one. Oh, no, it's not, it's an out lap. He's got 30 seconds. Don't know whether he's going to make it across the line. Right. Right, also on an out lap. He's not going to get a chance to get across the line, that's for certain. Depends how eager Cutler is. Sitting in 4th at the minute. Right, so where's Dan? Okay. So that's it then. Qualifying over. Luke is going to hold pole position. These guys will get to finish their lap, I think. Yeah, 1 minute 15 left on the clock, on the rundown clock. Luke, evening. Thunder Rat's in 3rd, then on 20.617. He's still got an opportunity to go quicker. Oh no, it's an out lap, so he's already well below the time. Chucked himself in the pits at the end of that one. Cutler then 4th. 20.769. P-Gib 5th, maybe P-Gib. D.6, what was P-Gib on? 120, there he is, look. There he is. 1 wheel. Got to be impressed by that. D.Dot in 6th, 120.8. RA3 27th. Rob Scott in 8th. Weiss in the pits in 9th, Pajonski 10th, also in the pits, Zach Blackwell 11th, Big C 12th, and Graham Reed's 13th. So hold on to your hats, people. 50-minute enduro. Tyre wear at times 8, fuel at times 6. We have got damage on light, and the top 3 from last week do carry extra weight over. I think that's P-Gib. Sure, let me just pull that up before I get it all wrong. That one, and then that one. Yeah, so P-Gib, Cutler and Rob Scott should be carrying extra weight over from last week. It's success ballast. So Luke Doherty is going to lead us away. So you can get a bit of a scream on. He does well, like I say, in the minis in race 1, but they have got fuel and tyre wear on in the enduros. Getting away pretty cleanly. No one stuck on the grid by the look of it. Oh, I say that, Pajonski. So Luke Doherty leads us through turn 1. Dan KBL right there with him, still nice and close between these. They head down towards Hail Mary. This is where it's going to get interesting. Who do you go on board with? Luke through clean, Thunder Rat, Cutler, P-Gib, D-Dot, everyone through there reasonably clean. Not last though, people. So Thunder Rat looking to squeeze through to 2nd place. He's just about got it. He's going for a bit of a move on Luke Doherty into Woodcote. The inside, nowhere for Luke to go. He's just had to slam the brakes on and chuck himself in behind Thunder Rat. He's compromised him a little bit, but he's coming back into the chicane. Oh, a little bit of contact between himself and Thunder Rat. Top spots. KBL holding that 2nd, Cutler all over the rear end of him. Weiss up into fourth. Thunder Rat after that little bit of contact, just been bumped out of the way as well. Oh, there's all sorts of contact going on into turn one here. Thunder Rat struggling to get it back on the black stuff. He's got to be careful he doesn't collect Zach on the way back on. Graham Rees trying to slot himself through as well. Thunder Rat getting into all sorts of trouble early on in this race. Is that D-Dot up in front as well? That's off track. Oh my gosh. I'm going up front. I'm avoiding that chaos. I'm going to go and have a look in a minute. Luke Doherty is currently leading 1.3 seconds, 1.2 seconds over Dan KBL. Out of the immediate clutches of Cutler 182. Nearly a second between them. Back at Willow Springs. It looked like it, didn't it? So Rob Scott into fourth. See another 1.3 seconds back. He's got Pete Gibb 3/4 of a second back. Bigsy going for a bit of a move. Backs out into Woodcote. Might have a go through the second part of the corner. No, backs out of that one. So into the chicane. A little bit of glitching from Rob Scott. No, he's just clattered into the wall. I think slowed him down. Allows Pete Gibb to get through up into fourth. Bigsy then. Oh, Graham Reed's Bigsy having to come in together. Bigsy getting a bit of a shove off track. It's all a bit bumpy and bargy here. There's not a lot you can do if you go off track with the grass. You've just got to try and keep it pointed in a straight line. Right, what has happened to Luke Doherty? Why is he now down in fourth? There he is. What's happened? He was leading. Must have got it wrong somewhere. Ah, D-Dot, it says he's in first place while he's in the pits. Interesting. These are the lobby glitches I'm talking about, people. Who knows what's happening? So I think Cutler's leading. Dan KBL second. Something's happened to Luke Doherty. He's been knocked back to fourth. P. Gibbs has got himself up into third. It says fourth on screen. Don't worry about that. D-Dot's doing something in the pits he should be. So Luke Doherty down in that fourth position then. Rob Scott fifth. Zach behind him. Just going in a bit wide through the exit of the chicane. So D-Dot then back in the pits now does get lapped, or his position put back in the right place, which does put Cutler up front. Dan KBL second, Luke third, P. Gibb fourth, Rob Scott fifth, Zach in sixth, Graham Reeds in seventh, Bigsy eighth, Pajonski flying past RA320, so Pajonski up into ninth, RA320 struggling a little bit, down in 10th. Thunder Rat's in 11th. Thunder Rat's had a bit of a beating up in these first few laps. Weiss in 12th as well. He's had a difficult first couple of laps for himself. D-Dot's having the worst time of all at the minute. He's having the worst time. So Dan KBL's picked up a bit of a penalty. He's got to drop that while trying to stick with the fast driving Cutler. You'll notice Cutler's really good at looking after tyres. He's on the racing softs in first place. Trying to defend from Dan KBL on the super softs. Dan KBL's put a bit of pressure on those already. He's not managed to use them to his advantage yet to get past Cutler. Tries to lose his penalty. Matchwicks drops a little bit. Still got to keep himself in touch with Cutler 182. Definitely doesn't want to try and lose that slipstream. Cutler's going down. Where are you, Luke? Third. What are you? 2.8 seconds back from race leader on a set of mediums. But you also got a bit of practice round here last night, and I did like your lines through some of these turns, Luke. I've got to say, I was pretty impressed. So he does pull in a bit of time on the top two. Rob Scott's still there with him, only a second back. 2.3 back, sorry, 2.2 back to P. Gibb in 5th. He was doing all right, got himself up into 3rd. And then chaos ensued. Graham Reed's in 6th. He's got a bit of a penalty. He's got a drop as well. Johnsky 7th, so doing all right. Was struggling in qualifying. Made his way through the pack a little bit, but I think the few fights we've had and drivers off track has helped that at the minute. So RA320 in 8th, being chased by Zach Blackwell in 9th. Not a lot in between those two. Big Z 9.3 seconds down in 10th. Thunderrat still in 11th, 1.8 seconds down. Weiss 12th. Driving very slowly, Weiss. He's picked up a little bit of front end damage. Some jigging going on. There's no throttle, there's no brake. He's got fuel. I'm not sure what's going on. He's into the pits regardless. D. Dot is still ramping around. Okay, Weiss not looking like he's doing anything there. Let's get ourselves on for a bit of a on board with Dan KBL, trying to hunt down first place Cutler. Hard on the brakes. Biggsy's left the room, that's not good. Weiss has left the room, that's even worse. So losing 2 drivers in the final already. It's a long race. People do get a little bit peeved if they get involved in some kind of incident early on and put some sort of way off the pack, and can just kind of drop your morale a little bit. But the longer races, you do tend to find that although you might not get yourself back up to 1st, you'll certainly catch up with 1 or 2 drivers as they go spinning off, particularly through this turn coming up. Not so much that one. Dan KBL doing a great job of throwing himself around there to close the gap on Cutler though. Both drivers keeping it on track. St Mary's, the left-hander, awkward. Oh, Cutler maybe going a little bit wide. No, he's kept it on track. Yeah, Cutler's a bit of a master at looking after tyres and fuel, so just watch. Evening Tanso Racing Group, looking forward to watching this one. Well, should be good. Cutler's just starting to extend the racing super softs of Dan KBL, starting to hurt a little bit now. Cutler then extended 1.2 seconds down the road. Dan KBL starting to lose a bit of time to that first place driver. Rob Scott's got himself up into 3rd. So Luke Doherty's had an even worse time. Oh, okay, he's been in the pits. So he's dumped the, what was he on, mediums? I think he's dumped the mediums and chucked on a set of softs. Down in 8th place. 40 minutes left to try and get back into it. So where were we? Rob Scott into 3rd after Luke Doherty's whatever's happened to him. Yeah, he's gone in the pits. Johnsky 4th, so his race starting to come together. P. Gibb 5th, he's still 4.2 seconds back. A fast driver, P. Gibb. He's had some good results this season. Let's see if he... Oh, he's off a little bit wide. Just to keep it on. Loses him time to the driver in front. Johnsky just able to edge away a little bit. RA320 will gain a little bit of time on him, but he's still 2.2 seconds back. And Zach Blackwell 7th, 6.5 seconds back. Doherty still 8th, but pulling time over Thunderrat. Is he 25 seconds down from race leader? We'll keep an eye on that. So dropping the time already on those super softs if he keeps it on track. RA320 comes in the pits then, he's gone for fuel. tyres. That change and fuel as well. D-Dot managed to get back out of the pits, sitting in 11th. So Cutler, you can see, still holding more fuel than most of the drivers. You can imagine Dan KBL, Rob Scott. Oh, Cutler losing the tail end through Levon. That's going to allow Dan KBL to close that gap right up as they head down towards Woodcote. So he's got that gap to less than a second. It's going to be about half a second by the time we get around this turn. Cutler's managed to keep the speed up through there, okay. Still 3/4 of a second. Will either driver throw themselves in the pits now? Cutler's in. Dan KBL follows him in. Rob Scott stays out. He's doing really well on fuel, is Rob Scott. Not too bad on fuel either. Gibb also stopping out. He's doing alright on fuel. Racing super softs on both those drivers, not looking too bad. Luke Doherty coming in a lap or two ago. Through to take fourth. Little bit of wear on those softs, but he's holding half a tank. Is Cutler now stuck in the pits? Yes! Oh no, Cutler's stuck in the pits. Oh, that's a shame, Weiss. That's a shame. Yeah, Cutler, unfortunately, he's had the D-Dot stroke P Gibb treatment. He's cutted himself out in the pits. Nothing he can do about that. Like I say, he might still be driving around on other people's screens. Not on your lots, you can only see what I can see. But the other drivers, they might be able to see him plain as day. It does happen. I watched the race with the first place driving around, not realising there was actually a driver in front of him. It had number 1 across his on top of his head, everything. But nope, he was second place. Lobby glitches, you gotta love them. Rob Scott comes in then. Let's hope he doesn't have any issues. Pete Gibb comes in. Let's hope they can get out of these pits cleanly. Doherty through that final chicane then. Been in for fuel and tyres, comes past pit exit to take race lead. He's run himself off though, he needs to get that back on and sharpish. He's got Dan KBL, Rob Scott closing in on him fast onto one of the fastest sections of this circuit as well. So that 4-second lead has been reduced to 1.5 and it will only come down as Doherty's not carried as much speed as Dan KBL behind. Come down to less than a second. Doherty good through St Mary's though. Dan KBL sticking there right with him though, closing that gap up still through St Mary's. So Doherty might have only held on to this lead for a brief time. See if Dan KBL can get through down into Woodcote. Does Doherty go defensive? He does a little. Slings himself back over to the racing line. Oh, he's got a little bit wide through there. Dan KBL's just going to come straight through. Thank you, Luke. I'll take that into the chicane. Oh, he's run himself wide. He's going to slow him down. Oh, Luke's chucked himself in the pits. Cool. It's a little bit chaotic there. I didn't know what Luke was doing. So he's coming in early, even though he's got plenty of fuel on. He's sticking on a fresh set of boots. It won't take him long to get in and out on those. So that looks like he's in 7th at the minute. All depends on whether he can get out the pits. So Rob Scott takes 2nd position. Yeah, Luke Doherty's in the. He's got the old pit glitch. Cutler's still in there. Luke Doherty not being released either. Zane is in 1st. It's a shame in the finals. We should never set up standard qualifying. Cutler, stop it. Right, I'm just going to neck some coffee. Unfortunately, both race leaders, Cutler and Luke Doherty, found themselves stuck in the pits. So they will come through. Luke Doherty will end up slotting himself to the back of the pack as the rest of the drivers come through, and he almost does backflips. Has Cutler managed to get it back out of the pits? No. No, Cutler hasn't. There's Cutler. Oh, it's Graham Reed stuck in there as well. Don't say Graham Reed is stuck in the pits too. No, Graham Reed is taking on board fuel. Good. Not saying he won't get stuck in the pits. So nice and comfortable at the minute. 4.9 seconds, 5-second lead over Rob Scott. Over half a tank to play with. Reasonable set of racing softs for Dan KBL. Looking good tonight. 32 minutes left of this race. Rob Scott losing a bit of time. 5.3 seconds back. On a fresh set of softs. A little bit more fuel on board. A bit better tyre wear on those softs for him. Pajonski into third again. Decent tyres. Plenty of fuel. Under pressure from fourth though, P. Gibb. Again, very similar. He's taking on a bit more fuel. The car will be slightly heavier. But, a good set of tyres on that at the minute. RA320 in fifth. Bit of wear on those tyres, but again holding plenty of fuel. Zach's got it all wrong into Woodcoats. Oh, Thunder Rat's followed him off. Gets himself through into sixth though. D-Dot seventh. Blackwell 411, losing another position there. Graham Reeves comes through to take eighth. So Zach Blackwell down into ninth. D-Dot in the pits. Will he escape? Luke Doherty has not escaped the clutches of the pit monster, nor has Cutler 182. Help him, boys. Look, all you lot standing around, not even helping your mate. Okay, lost a bit of time then, Dan KBL. Rob Scott has chopped over a second out of that time, from 5.3 up to down to 4.3. KBL's tyre wear a little bit higher than Rob Scott's. Doing alright as well, third position. Still under a little bit of pressure from P. Gibb behind, 1.3 seconds back. He's just got to make sure he doesn't make a little mistake. Sorry, Pajonski. P. Gibb goes through to take third. Pajonski fourth. RA320 in fifth. He's not going to lose a place if he spins off track. Big gap back to sixth place. Graham Reed's 27.3 seconds. Giving it everything through there. That's a different view of Hail Mary. You can see the angle change on the cars as they have to throw it from the right-hander to the left-hander through there. Sells these cars no end. Holding fifth at the minute there for RA320. Graham Reed's, as I say, 27.5 seconds back in sixth. Another 3 seconds back is Zach in seventh. Another big gap, 15, nearly 16 seconds back to Thunder Rat. D-Dot has got himself back out of the pits. Super Soft's on board as well. 3/4 of a second back from Thunder Rat and closing. He's sitting at the back of the pack, so to speak. We have got Luke Doherty and Cutler if they can get back out. Oh, D-Dot getting back on the grey stuff. So through Levant again, he's running wide through there. D-Dot carrying a bit too much speed into the wall. Oh, that's ruined his attack on Thunderrat, lost all sorts of time. There's Thunderrat disappearing off down the road. Doherty still jigging it up in the pits. Cutler still doing whatever Cutler's doing. So that race lead has been smushed all the way down to 2.5 seconds between Rob Scott and Dan KBL. Rob Scott looking in a good position at the minute. He's got more of a tank, almost more fuel than Dan KBL in front. After Johnsky's little mishap, I'm going to take the blame for that. He's allowed P. Gibb up to third. P. Gibb's now got 2.5 seconds between himself and Rob Scott. There's the two pit monsters. Johnsky, can he close it? Oh, he's lost a lot of time, 7.8 seconds after that off-track action. Losing a bit more time as well, so he may well have lost that position to P. Gibb, looking at those times. A bit of wear on those softs as well. RA320 in the pits, taking on board fuel and a fresh set of boots. Graham Reeves just sliding it through the chicane and into the wall. Lucky not to pick up any damage there for Graham. So 6th place for him in a minute. RA320 just coming out of the pits in front on those fresh tyres. Give Graham Reed something to aim for at the minute. There's not a lot else on track in front of RA320. Zach's still only 2.8 seconds back. He'll have to stop for fuel though at the end of this lap, I would expect. Thunderrat's 8th. Half a tank for a set of boots. D-Dots. So he did come in for fuel and tyres, but dropped himself out of that fight after slinging himself off at Lavon. Stop it. Very quick Rob Scott, closing the gap up on Dan KBL. So down into Hail Mary. Do they keep it clean through here? They have to give it a couple of tries into the second part of Hail Mary. So gap down to 1.4, pulled in 3/10. Closing up as well. P. Gibb has managed to close that gap up, so the top three going to end up in a good old fight here halfway through this race. 25 minutes gone, 25 minutes remaining. Still puts Cutler into the pits. Dan KBL comes through. Sorry, Dan KBL goes in. That allows Rob Scott to come through. So P. Gibb on the hunt. Very similar between these two, fuel and tyre. A little bit more on board for P. Gibb. Might be able to run an extra lap. He's got the gap down to less than a second between himself and that first place. Cutler's back on track in third. How? See, I bet he's been racing the whole damn time. Luke Doherty's also back out on track, look, 5th. You've seen it, people. You've seen it like I've seen it. They were at the back a minute ago. So, sorry boys, you've not had much commentary for 5-6 laps. Stop pitting, that's all I can say to you. Right, I suppose I better run through the order then. Okay, Rob Scott still leading. Is he going to come in now? He's got plenty of fuel on board. Yeah, he stops out. P. Gibb still follows him through. Lost a bit of time though. Closing it back up, getting out to that final turn a little bit quicker than Rob Scott, closing the gap up. Cutler almost getting it wrong through the chicane. In third now, all of a sudden, 17.8 seconds back. Dan KBL on his outlap into fourth. Bit of work to do, 26 seconds off of race lead. Again, 2 drivers in front, we'll have to pit again. 3 drivers in front. So Luke Doherty 5th, fresh set of racing softs, just under 3/4 of a tank. A lot of work to do for Luke, he was leading this race. He's got fastest lap of the race, 1:20.787. RA320 in 6. He's just done his fastest as well, 1:21.2. Into Hail Mary. You missed the last few laps, Obi-Wan, where we've just been looking at his rear end. He's stuck in the pits. The top 2 in now. Rob Scott taking on board tyres and fuel. Pete Gibb, who gets out in front of these 2. Pete Gibb was holding a slightly bit more fuel. Why? Pete Gibb stuck in the pits, maybe. No. Yeah, it's looking like Pete Gibb might be stuck in the pits. So Cutler comes through to retake race lead, even though P. Gibbs in P1, he won't be after a lap. So fresh softs, 3/4 of a tank, 21 minutes remaining for Cutler 182. He's got 7.5 seconds over the nearest rival. I'll say that. Dan KBL and Rob Scott battling this one out. Rob Scott on his outlap. Dan KBL's only just been in though, trying to run around the outside, doing a good job through Levant. Rob Scott, nothing he can do, he's got to slot himself back into that 3rd position, 4th position. Down towards Woodcote, does he go for an attack? P. Gibbs probably still racing around as well. So Cutler leading 8.1 seconds over Dan KBL. Rob Scott into that 3rd. Lost a bit of time, half a second back from Dan now. Luke Doherty 4th. 1.9 seconds back. Can he close the gap up? Take the 2/10 out and through there, so yes. Flipping heck, Luke. What did you do? What did you do through there? Through there, you took like a 1.5 seconds out and through St Mary's. Got it wrong on the exit, admittedly, but stop it. RA320, another 8 seconds back in 5th. Got Bajonski not that far back, 1.3 seconds. Just got to be a little bit careful. Slight mistake will allow Bajonski through. Graham Reed 7th. Way 20 drivers in front, 36 seconds. He's still got another 6.4 back to Blackwell as well, so under no immediate threat. Thunderat 10th, so he didn't have a great start, Thunderat. He's got into a bit of a bump in a margin. Unfortunately, he's now down in 10th. P-Gib probably still driving, but who knows. Same with D-Dot. I think D-Dot's stuck in there as well. Yeah. There you go. Maniacs. So Cooper extending his lead. 9.5 seconds. Just going for a bit of an onboard lap with the tyre master Cutler 182. Firing down towards Magic then, just letting it coast through the first section. Accelerating on the way out. So heading down towards Ford Water. Full speed through here. Into the first part of St Mary's. Just a little lift through the first right-hander. Maybe running it a little bit wide through there. See, you have to get 2 goes into that second part, into the left-hand part of St Mary's. So into Levant, nice and comfortably for Cutler 182. Down this long Levant straight then. Still keeping that 9-second lead over second place Dan KBL as well. So no real hard braking areas on this track. Maybe this particular chicane, a little bit of a jab on the brake as you sling it through there. Cutler doing a good job. Seen a few drivers go wide into that one tonight. And he puts in a 1:21.7 while we've been on board with him as well. So he still keeps that 9-second lead over Dan. Dan's now got a second over Rob. For a tiny little mistake, Rob. He's closing in now. Carrying good speed through Madgwick then. Getting that gap down to half a second as they head into St Mary's. Totally different lines through there. Like Dan KBL's line is a bit quicker, so he's gained 0.3 of a second back over Rob Scott's attack. Closing in again down towards Woodcote. Dan KBL's running wide. Rob Scott's just going to sweep through and take that position. Up into second then for Rob. Dan KBL back on track. Now he's got a second deficit between himself and second place. So a bit of work for Dan to do. I think he's got a bit more wear on his tyres than Rob Scott as well. Yeah. Rob's on the super softs though, so he will be running quicker, but they will run out, wear out faster. The softs of Dan KBL's, although I don't think they're going to do it much good. Still with 14 minutes remaining, you'll have to get a new set of those on, I think. Johnsky's going to come in for a set of boots and a lib of fuel to get him to the end. Doherty down in 5th, so he's another set of super softs. 3/4 of a tank. Is he looking to run to the end on that? 320, same, fresh set of softs and a full tank pretty much. Graham Reed should come in this lap. Thunderat stops out. He's got another lap on board at least. So Graham Reed's in. Blackwell, he's got another lap on board as well, but sitting in 8th at the minute. D-Dot still stuck in the pits, possibly. And Graham Reed still stuck in the pits, possibly. That's Dan KBL getting it a bit wide. The hunt for Rob Scott in front. So that's just allowed Rob Scott to extend that gap between himself and third place Dan KBL. 3 seconds. Starting to struggle on those tyres then, Dan. All these fighting between these two has allowed Cutler to escape a little bit more. 10.5 seconds in front now for Cutler 182. Johnski comes in the pits. So once Cutler got on, he's going to have to come in the pit, so he's not going to hold on to that lead for too long. Rob Scott will have to pit as well before the end of this one. Dan KBL also. Luke might be able to benefit from this. He is 35 seconds back. If he can get himself in a set of tyres, we'll see. Could be a good punch up between the top 4. 320 is in a good place as well. He doesn't even have to stop for tyres. He does Johnski. So the last stint could be very interesting. Stops out again. He thinks he's got enough fuel on. Let's hope so. He's got it wrong somewhere though. That 10-second gap is all the way down to 4.6. Rob Scott is all over him. Cutler's having to coast. He's I don't know what's happened. It looks like he's missed the pits. Or something's happened. So he's not braved this one out. Maybe a lobby glitch or something, but he's under all sorts of pressure. Rob Scott closing in. Again, plenty of fuel on board. Well, not for the race, but for the hunt for Cutler in front. Cutler's having to ghost it around every turn at the minute. Putting his hazards on to let the guys know that he could run out of fuel at any second. Just about too wide there. Hold up, Graham Reeds and Rob Scott a little bit. Chucks himself in the pits now. Rob Scott follows him in. Let's hope these two get out cleanly. Continue this race. Doherty. So he's got the final turn and the chicane to go. Does he stick a set of tyres on and run the fuel he's got? No, he's going to stick with those super softs possibly till the end of the race. Right, so Rob Scott gets out in front, fresh set of racing super soft. Got Luke Doherty all over his rear end as he exits the pits. Doherty trying to run around the outside at Madgwick. He's got himself side by side as they head down towards Fordwater. Oi. Then slingshotting it down the outside, taking that top spot, but slightly worn racing super softs for Luke Doherty, so he might not keep that position for long. He has got 9 minutes to try and hold on to it. He's only got half a tank of fuel on board as well versus Rob Scott's half a tank and fresh set of racing super softs. In the background just picked himself up a little bit of a penalty, 1.5 seconds back, but again good position, fresh set of racing softs, 3/4 of the tank. Cutler back out, full tank racing super softs. So it's a shame, I'm not too sure what happened. It's a coast round pretty much the last lap before his pit stop. Oh, he's got it wrong on the way into the chicane as well. Lucky not to cause more of a calamity there. So into 4th, Dan KBL 5th. Again, 3/4 of a tank, fresh set of boots. RA320, just under half a tank, slightly worn softs. Johnski, just under 3/4 of a tank, racing softs. Graham Reeds, just over 1/4 of a tank, fresh-ish set of softs. And the around ninth. Just under 3/4 of a tank, racing mediums. Blackwell 411 in 10th. Again, 3/4 of a tank, racing softs. And D-Dot then back out the pits. Full tank, racing super softs. Oh, through Hail Mary, that's Hail Mary for you. Get it wrong on the way in, on the way out, it can be very, very costly. RA320 is going to come past him. Unfortunate for D-Dot. So who's still leading? Only just though. Rob Scott is all over his tailpipes as they head down towards the chicane. Again, very fresh set of super softs. Luke Doherty's fuel lasts 7.5 minutes. Nice line through there for Rob Scott. Pete Gibbs closing in on this action as well. Still got a tiny bit of penalty to lose, but 1 of a second is nothing. He's got a second between himself and Rob Scott, 0.2 between the top two. Doherty good through St Mary's though. So nothing in it between the top three. Oh, Rob Scott trying to get down the inside, just about does it. To first, Rob Scott. Who's going to win out here? Oh, I thought Rob Scott was going to go flying off track then. He's managed to stop it. Keep it on the black stuff fill. So Luke holds on to that top spot again. Rob Scott slow. Oh, he's chucked himself in the pits. A little bit of fuel, I would expect, a fresh set of tyres. So it's on now between Rob Scott and P. Gibb for this top spot. Cutler's only 2.8 seconds back now from this fight. It's a long way off from that shot. Apologies. Dan KBL has just got through. Takes third. Cutler now fourth. There's a bit of time to Dan KBL as well. Hail Mary causing chaos, yeah, always does. Doesn't matter what car, doesn't matter what setup you've got, chaos. Rob Scott and P. Gibb on it. Scott gone defensive again into Woodcote. Can P. Gibb run it around the outside? He's carrying a fair amount of speed. Goes for the outbraking around the outside. A little bit of contact between the two. Where's he gone? He's had to slot himself back into second. Four and a half minutes remaining. Can P. Gibb get this top spot? Can Rob Scott defend? His car in all the right places at the minute. Dan KBL in the background. Is he closing up a little bit? Looks like he might be. If you're not cutting the grass, you're disappearing off into the wilderness. Going to visit the plains off in the infield there. There it is. Goes defensive again. Gone. He's not quick out of Levant. That's going to give P. Gibb wrong side. He's got himself down the inside as well as they head down towards Woodcote. This is going to give P. Gibb the lead. He's already up there. He's just not got to sling it off track. I think he brakes for this corner. Rob Scott carrying all sorts of speed through there, going for a bit of an attack down into the chicane, backs out of it. P. Gibbs run himself wide. Rob Scott's run himself wide. It's all on in this last couple of laps between these two. So Rob Scott retakes the lead of the race. P. Gibb, no damage on that car, luckily for him. Dan KBL, 4.1 seconds back. He's dragging Cutler with him though. Cutler's 3/4 of a second back in 4th. Luke Doherty, 5th. 14.1 seconds back, 19.4 off race lead, so he's closed up with just over 2.5 minutes remaining. It's going to be a tough call. Oh, Pajonski's got it wrong. Pajonski's got it all wrong. RA326 then. Pajonski chucks himself in the pits now. Fresh set of boots by the look of it for the end of this race. Thunderat off at Woodcote. Sitting in 8th. Lonely race for him at the minute, 20 seconds in front, 11 seconds behind to any drivers. Well, next season you get yourself onto Tanso Racing and give them a shout. Cutler 182 is the guy you need. So Blackwell 411 in 9th, Graham Reed's 10th. Fresh set of super softs for him, and D-Dot in 11th. Oh, he's gone off again at Woodcote. Yeah, it's an awkward corner. Oh, he's gone off as well. Oh, D-Dot, he's having a terrible race tonight. Okay, Rob Scott has managed to hold that lead. 1.5 minutes remaining. We'll see out this lap out one more. Is there anything P. Gibb can do? Up through Hail Mary, down into Le Bon. Mark Parker. Oh, see Cutler, stop messing about, stop using your dad's account. Could be saying all sorts, getting him in trouble. Pack it in. So P. Gibb on the attack again as they head down towards Woodcote. To run it around the outside again. Let's run it a little bit wide. P. Gibbs going to carry some speed. Oh, he's clipped the wall. P. Gibbs clipped the wall. He may well have picked up damage for that. No, he's very lucky, but he's put himself under all sorts of pressure. Losing loads of time to Rob Scott. Dan KBL in the background is closing in at a rapid rate of knots. Final lap as well. All on for P. Gibb. Rob Scott just disappears off down the track. Now 3.4 seconds the gap. This is it, pretty much 5 seconds remaining. So this will become the final lap. Rob Scott is, without a mistake, he's going to take the race win tonight. P. Gibb looks like he's going to comfortably take second. And KBL's picked himself up a penalty. Oh! Rob Scott's got it wrong through, no. Rob Scott has got it wrong through Hail Mary on the final lap, allowing P. Gibb and Dan KBL to come through. He's got to be careful he doesn't lose this position to Cutler as well. So P. Gibb, he'll be wondering how the hell he's managed that. Rob Scott, I've not seen you go off at Hail Mary. So P. Gibb, even after getting it all wrong at the start of the final lap, takes top spot. Dan KBL comes home second. Cutler does take Rob Scott, so Cutler comes home in third. Rob Scott's going to take fourth. He'll be kicking himself. Luke Doherty 5th, RA326, Pajonski 7th, Thunderat 8th, Blackwell 411 in 9th, Graham Reed's 10th, D-Dot 11th, Bigsy in 12th, 13th, oh no, must have been 12th. We had a couple of drivers lead that one, Weiss and Bigsy. It's a bit of a shame in the finals. It did have some lobby glitches as well. Didn't look good, or it did look good, depending on how your brain works. What am I looking at? I'm not looking at that. I'm looking at race results. So Cutler taking that third position. He's going to take championship tonight. That's it. But Pete Gibb, nice win tonight. He'll hold on to second position in the championship. Definitely be happy with that. I can't remember who's third. Let me just whip those points up. Who was third? Ah, it was Rob Scott and Pete Gibb. So Rob Scott was second on 201. Pete Gibb was third on 197. I think Rob Scott just holds second place actually. So Cutler wins the championship. I think Rob Scott's going to take second. Pete Gibb's going to take third in the championship. And I believe Luke Doherty fourth. The rest, I don't know. But yeah, it's unfortunate to see drivers drop out of this one. Unfortunate to see the lobby glitches as well. Again, does happen. And yeah, that was it. The final round of the TANSO Racing CHewitt Racing Mini Cooper Cup. Let's get a bit long. Gonna have to shorten that. Been a good season again. Controversial halfway through, but yeah, it's been a good season. Let's just have a look. Yeah. Yes, I believe. What's the date today? Let me have a look at that. What is it? 12th. Tomorrow night. Next Gen focuses. If I'm doing that, I don't know. I'm struggling to get in the group at the minute for some reason. But if it's on, it's tomorrow night, 8:30. Focuses with Next Gen. Wednesday, we've got the finals of the MRC Team Oliver Racing GR3 League. Thursday, got the start of the Beatles League at 9 PM with the P1 boys. Nothing Friday. I think we've got the P1 MRC special event tribute night on Saturday night to P1 Stuey Mac. So stick around for that. I think I might be behind the wheel in that one. It's going to be a little bit chaotic, I think. No problem for Johnsky. That's Saturday night and Sunday night. Back for round 4 of the P1 boys again in their Super Formula League. Oh, apologies. Back at 8 o'clock Sunday night for the TANSO Focus race. So that is Sunday. 2 races on Sunday. We've got the Focuses at 8 for TANSO, and then straight after that at 9 o'clock we've got the P1 boys in their Super Formulas. So yeah, come and check it all out. Tomorrow night, Next Gen Focuses. Wednesday night, MRC GR3 Team Oliver Racing League. Thursday night, P1 Beatles. Saturday night, Stewie Mac Special. Sunday night, Focuses from TANSO and the P1 Boys Super Formulas. That's the lineup. Whew, get busy, people. Right, other than that, I hope you've liked what you watched. Give it a like, give it a subscribe, tell your mates, tell your mums. My name's darksmoka. I'm out of it.